Okay, ladies, we're now live. Madam President, Vice President, you can go ahead and get us started.
Okay. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Keely Gideon Taylor. I am a member of the board of directors of Black Chamber of Commerce of Palm Beach County, and welcome to our Wednesday Wisdom session hosted by the Pink Queen Foundation, Miss Tanisha Spruill. Before we get started, I want to invite you to turn your cameras on. We always like to see our members' beautiful faces. Um, and just share about the chamber. Tracy will be sharing a little bit later about our membership moment and membership benefits. But I do want to invite you to take a look at our calendar if you're not currently receiving our um, biweekly newsletter. We've got some events coming up. Actually, next Thursday, October 10th, we have a Ask an Expert event. For our construction partners. Two big events that I want to call your attention to is our upcoming fourth annual MLK 5K Challenge in January and our 13th annual Ascension Award. So those are two big events, but we've got things going on every single week. So if you're not a member, I encourage you to join. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Tracy to introduce our host for today.
Okay. Let me make sure. You guys able to see me now?
Mhm.
Welcome, everyone. Hello, hello, hi. We got members on the line. I see we have Sammy, we have Tessie, Christine. You guys, thank you for joining us today. I just wanted to share with you all in regards to our membership update. I'm sorry, not the update, but actually introducing our speaker of the day. That's who I'm introducing today's speaker, who is the Pink Queen Foundation, Tenecia Spruill. She is going to tell us about the organization overall. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, correct,
Yeah.
ladies? So am I the only one wearing pink on this call? What's up with that?
No, you're
You
not.
guys, okay, that's what I'm talking about, Tanisha. Good to see that. But you guys, the Pink Queen Foundation, amazing organization that provides support to our community, not those that are just affected with breast cancer, as I had mentioned before, but those that are affected with all types of cancer, whether children or whether men as well. And at this time, I would like to introduce Tenecia Spruill, and we can go ahead and pull up her presentation so that she can get started. Awesome. And we're also joined by Sharice Bryant, who is also a board member with the Pink Queen Foundation, and she's actually assisting Tanisha today. So you guys, hello, wave.
Okay, Sammy.
Hi, good morning. I'm Sammy Brown. I am on the Pink Queen Foundation board as one of the advisors for the Pink Queen Foundation. And I just wanted to give a brief introduction of our amazing and fabulous founder and CEO, Tenecia Spruill. Tanisha is married. Tanisha is married, a mother of two children, 11-year breast cancer survivor. She, like I said previously, she's the president and founder of the Pink Queen Foundation. She has a Bachelor's of Science degree in organizational management with 25 years of Palm Beach, with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. I believe she's now retired. Team captain, and she was previously a team captain and raised funds for the American Cancer Society and the American Heart Association. And she has received several community awards for the Pink Queen Foundation and is a proud alumni of Leadership Palm Beach County Class of 2021.
Thank you so much for that introduction. So I am glad to be here. And how did we get here? I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the young age of 37. I was the mother of 2 young children. Um, they were having a difficult time while I was on the journey. And one thing that I know that was missing after research and resources for families was bridging families on the cancer journey, which includes the caregiver, survivor, and children. So the Pink Queen Foundation, it wasn't really birthed off that. It began with hope baskets. As I was going through my treatments, I would receive several calls from individuals that they were either about to embark the journey or they had a friend or family going on the journey. And so they would refer the people to me. So what I did, I would make a basket, and it wasn't just for breast cancer because they had various cancers. So I just started making baskets, researching that particular type of cancer, and creating a basket tailored to that cancer. And that was back in 2016. This year's 2024, and we have distributed over 500 baskets to several families. So during the interim of the basket program, we needed to try to add other resources to our program. So that's what it called the Bridging Families on the Cancer Journey. So this is like a 3-session, 6-topic program where it involves the children, the caregiver, and the survivor. We bring them in. They learn in a fun, feel kid-friendly way where everyone is engaged. They learn about nutrition. They learn about physical fitness through like hip hop aerobics. They learn about emotional health, mindfulness. One of our key programs with that, we do like ribbon, painting the ribbon, and they have to research on their phone about that type of color and that ribbon. And it's just really a fun experience. We like break them up into groups. And it's just really a fun experience for the kids. And so that's our signature program. And we also have the Kathy Harvey Scholarship Program, where we give out scholarships to our volunteers. They must complete 100 community service hours for their school, and also 10 community service hours with the Pink Queen Foundation. So this is our second, third year of giving the scholarships. So I want to go right into our vision. And here we go. The Pink Queen Foundation is a nonprofit organization that believes in making a personal connection with cancer survivors. And like I said, we began our connection by providing hope wellness baskets to cancer survivors and that are currently under treatments. And as you see, this is a sample of one of many baskets. And this particular basket was made for a breast cancer survivor. And thank God this survivor, she's still living. So we're thankful for that. And also research has studied about 1/3 of cancer patients are diagnosed at an age when they may possibly be caring for children, minors, and also young adult. This means entire families can be affected by cancer. And this particular picture here, the Hispanic lady that you see me hugging, and different pictures, she passed away the later part of last year, right after October. She passed away, and I was literally with her when she transitioned. She left behind a single daughter, my Mia, which she's in high school now, and she battled cancer for maybe 5 years. So that the picture at the bottom is when they did the walk. Mia was in elementary, now she's in high school. So those are just different pictures of us. And also the picture down at the bottom left, was my left, that's a young lady. She had throat esophageal cancer. Thank God she is living, and her daughter that's on that picture, she is also in middle school. So we do have some sad and some good outcomes from you know, the families that we pretty much work with. Shakri, you can go slide to the next screen. Okay, so now here's a video that I would like to share with you all. We can't hear it, Shakri.
Year and a half before passing away this past June. The Pink Queen Foundation was a big supporter of her journey, sending her a whole basket and providing some financial assistance to help with her bills. I am asking everyone that has compassion for breast cancer to please support the Pink Queen Foundation organization. They are a small organization with a big mission.
When I retired from work, I was looking for something to do. I knew that Tenecia had this organization, and I reached out to her. I had an aunt who was a breast cancer survivor. My stepdaughter passed of breast cancer. And then my sister-in-law in Jamaica had been living with breast cancer for 6 years before she uttered one word. And when she finally confided in me, I called Tenecia. I said, this is the situation. I need your help. And the rest is history. Today, she is a survivor. And I promised myself to be able to give back, because in social work, you must be able to give back. My role and responsibility was to give back.
People are not aware of their bodies. People are not aware that there's help locally. You don't necessarily need insurance for everything. There's organizations that they will help you. The Pink Queen Foundation raises advocacy and awareness to connect individuals to local resources.
My son attended Suncoast High School. The students have to volunteer. I immediately knew that the Pink Queen Foundation was where he would come. It was rewarding for him. He has now graduated, and throughout his, I would imagine, high school years, he always volunteered with the Pink Queen Foundation, and he looks forward to coming home over the holidays to continue his volunteering role. My son received a scholarship from the Pink Queen Foundation to receive the Kathy Harvey Scholarship. It's just rewarding, and I'm praying and I'm asking God that as he continues on his educational path, even though he may become Dr. Colleen Bailey, he would continue to remember humble beginnings.
On March 2nd, the Pink Queen Foundation hosted their second annual Cancer Care Summit. A few of our donors at this event were the Baptist Health. We had donors from St. Mary's Hospital and Wellington Regional Care Center. And then also one of our big collaborators is the Promise from Florida.
I heard about the Pink Queen Foundation on LinkedIn. I had lymphoma, and now I have breast cancer. When I had chemotherapy for lymphoma, I had a strange reaction to the chemo. So it affected my ability to walk, talk, and write. The Pink Queen Foundation helped me so much during my breast cancer. So I'm so grateful for them. I really appreciate them.
Greetings. My name is Tenecia Sproul, the founder and executive director of the Pink Queen Foundation. We were established in 2017. Our signature programs consist of the Bridging Families on a Cancer Journey, our Hope Basket program, and also our financial assistance program. If you want to learn more about the foundation and how you can get involved, please visit our website, and we look forward to hearing from you. God bless. So that's our video. In a nutshell, I just also wanted to share these statistics from 2023. Breast cancer is ranking of common cancers. Okay, cancer statistics. So we know that breast cancer females, new cases, it's 297,790. the deaths is still pretty high, 43,172. And most of those deaths are women of color. And most of those deaths occur because by the time they get screening or even go get tested, they are far advanced in the stages. And also triple negative is also a deadly cancer. Prostate cancer is the number one cancer in men. And as you see the new cases, 288,300. And those deaths, they are growing as well. It's 34,703. Then lung and like bronchial cancer, those new cases, which we've had some clients with lung cancer. We have, but the bronchials, we have not had any with those. So I guess that must be associated with like the breathing. So those new cases was 238,340. And as you can see, those deaths are rarely high. I do know that some lung cancers, they come in rare forms, and trying to treat those cancers, sometimes it's in the advanced stage. And I just want you all to know that cancer is just like the flu virus. There are different types of cancer. But like breast cancer, there's like 7 or 8 or even more types. And that's why we have research, medical research, so that they can test those different medicines in the labs to see what works. So like what worked for me on my journey may not work for another cancer survivor that could have a stage 2 just like me, but they may have a more aggressive cancer. So I just want people to know that there are different types of cancer in each type of cancer, different levels of cancer. And also the colorectal cancer, I'm thinking that's more like the colon, I call it colon cancer. That's another fast growing cancer. And if you can see the deaths, they're pretty high on this statistic report. And again, these are statistics from 2023. So I'm eager to know what the 2024 cancer statistics look like. I do know when I first started this organization, 1 in 8 women would be diagnosed with breast cancer, but today it's 1 in 9. So those statistics, they just improve just a little bit. And melanoma, that's like another big aggressive, serious cancer, because skin, I hope you all know that skin is the largest organ on our body. So that melanoma, you mainly don't see too many African Americans. That's more so Caucasian, maybe Hispanic, and I believe that comes from too much sun exposure. Bladder cancer, we haven't had really any of those. But kidney and renal, yes, we have one family now. She's going through that. She's a single parent, and she's going through aggressive renal and kidney cancer. And we're proud to say that we applied for Season to Share, and she was one of the recipients for this year. So it's a blessing to be able to bless her and her kids, because she had to go into forced retirement because of her health. So she's going to be more thankful to be a recipient. And it's non-Hodgkin lymphoma. The last lady that you saw on the video, Valerie, this was the type of cancer she had, and now she's battling breast cancer. So, and that non-Hodgkin lymphoma, it's a difficult cancer. It can grow, you go into remission, and it keeps coming back. So, yeah, I know it's different types of cancers. And unless you've really went through the cancer or know someone that's gone through it, these numbers and these types really wouldn't even make any sense. We've had a couple of uterine cancers. I know one did pass away. Pancreatic is really another one. It's hard to detect. Usually when they detect it, it's far in advanced stages. So we've had like 2 deaths of the pancreatic cancer within the last 3 years. So that's another. That pancreatic, if people get diagnosed with pancreatic, it's it's serious. And so on the picture with me and the other three ladies, which are survivors, the one that's standing to me, the white young lady, she passed away from stomach cancer. She was a good friend and also my high school classmate. So I was able to be on her journey. She was really, she fought. She volunteered with the foundation, and I spent some good time with her in her last days. And so the other three ladies are alive, but the Hispanic girl, she's been fighting for years. Her cancer has metastasized, but she had to retire, but she's still alive. In the picture with all the ladies in the picture, every lady in this group has had some form of cancer. 90% of them uh, had breast cancer, and there's maybe like 10 that had another type of cancer. But the lady that's in the front that has 41 on her shirt, she passed away. She passed away approximately 2 years ago from aggressive breast cancer. Literally shortly after this event. And this event was held in my home. This was during COVID. I know we should have had on our masks, but we just had a good time. And you just never know when it's someone's last time. And it was Tukana's last party and her last time fellowshipping with her Pink sisters. Okay, so with that said, the Pink Queen Foundation, we're always looking for sponsors to support our organization. Everything doesn't have to be monetary. We do accept items for our Hope Basket program. If you work with the company, we'll be more than happy to set up a basket at your office location with a list of items that is needed. And your company, you all can just create the Hope Basket and we will receive it. And if there's anything we need to tweak with the basket, we will, and gladly present it to a recipient. And also, before I turn it over to the Q&A, I just want to say I'm so thankful to be a part of the Black Chamber. I love the different workshops and Wednesday wisdom episodes that you all have. And also I'm proud to have been the selected honoree for the Ascension Awards of 2023. And I look forward to continuing to be of support to the Chamber. And let's see who's going to get the 2020. What was that, 2023? We're 2024 or 2025.
2024.
Okay, so we're I would love to, if I need to be a part of that selection process or anywhere that I can volunteer at the events, I'm open and ready to do my part and remain active with the Chamber. With that said, I would definitely like to go into a Q&A and answer any questions that you all may have. Everyone don't speak at once.
And a happy belated birthday to Tenecia yesterday.
Big 5-0. Was it like this 5-0?
5-0, wow.
Yeah, so
happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So are there any questions?
I have some questions. So first of all, happy belated birthday. A couple of things. Thank you for giving a shout out to the Palm Beach Post Season to Share program. The Pink Queen is a two-time selectee for the program. Also, thank you for agreeing to volunteer at Ascension. I see another one of us, committee member from Ascension, Tessie Watt, so we will make sure that we put you to work. We can do that. But I have a couple of questions, and I'm glad to see Sammy as a part of your team. Can you talk about breast cancer in men and what the testing is for that? I know we encourage our our partners, our brothers, husbands to get tested for prostate cancer. But can you talk a little bit about breast cancer in men?
Yeah, men unfortunately do get breast cancer. I personally only know of one man from Palm Beach County that was impacted with breast cancer. And I think men that normally get breast cancer, sometimes that cancer metastasize. And the reason because of that, because by the time they discover it, most times it has spread it to the lymph nodes. So men, they should definitely examine their breasts just like women do in the shower or laying down. They should definitely examine their breasts. And unfortunately, they will have to find that lump before they proceed with testing. It's not like
Oh,
men go for mammograms and ultrasound. Unfortunately, that's sad that they don't. Some type of ultrasound. Mammogram probably difficult because they don't have the breast shape to go in that machine. But yeah, breast cancer in male is very difficult, and we just encourage men to examine their breasts. They have to be their own advocate because that's the only way they will get properly diagnosed, unfortunately. And that's a great question, and that's pretty much like a red flag that really needs to be addressed. So I'm also a member of the Palm Beach Medical Society, which is a group of retired physicians and also physicians just want to work in the underserved community for individuals that don't have insurance. So that's something that once we have a meeting, I will ask them about that and see what kind of response that I get. But that is a very, very good question, Keely.
okay. I have another one if nobody else has one. So I noted that lung cancer was number 3 on your list, but I noted the deaths for lung cancer were higher than any others. So is that because it typically presents, people find out they have it later on when it's in advanced stages, or why is that the deaths higher than any others, although it's number 3 in cases, new cases?
Usually lung cancer, from our experience with our clients, lung cancer diagnosis is usually when they're originally diagnosed with another type of cancer and it spreads to the lung. So most times, when the beginning phases of lung cancer is not detected until the individual is doing like a PET scan or some type of scan for to see if the cancer metastasized. If it's in its once someone begins having problem breathing, like difficulty breathing and feeling very uncomfortable, that means that lung cancer has aggressed. So it's another difficult one. They have to be actually doing a scan of the lung to actually see most spots. And sometimes like and if you don't have to be a smoker to get lung cancer, unfortunately. You can just, I don't know if it's just being in environment with people that smoke, but I've seen on both ends where people that smoke and people that don't smoke and it's not in the environment of smoking. So I really don't know how how it stems, but more and more people are getting lung cancer, and our clients are individuals that is the result of metastasizing.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions? I'm here till
Hi, Tenecia.
hi, Tessie.
Hi. Happy birthday.
Thank you, darling.
Welcome to the 50 and Fabulous Club. There's no going back. It only gets better from here.
We shall see.
Yeah, oh, you will see. It is, I tell you. Proof. So I have a question. I noticed the shirts that in one of your pictures that you noted. I was diagnosed at this age. I was diagnosed at this age, and I'm sure there was a huge significance for that. My daughter is 30, and it is like pulling teeth trying to get her a mammogram, trying to get her assessed. You know, she developed very young, and the doctors is like, no, she's fine, you know, taught her all the different things. So is there something that you can probably say to a doctor or to try to get them to maybe give mammograms earlier than they are requiring it right now? Have you ran into that issue?
Yes, unfortunately, I think the requirement is like the age of 40. And our youngest client was the age of 21, diagnosed with breast cancer. And she literally had to continue aggressively fight with her doctor. She kept saying something is wrong with my breast, you know, it's leaking, it doesn't feel right. So by the time that they were getting ready to do a mammogram, she was already at stage 3. So only way that they will give your daughter a testing, unless is there a history of breast cancer in your family. If she discovers a lump, and really it just depends on the doctor. Some doctors, it's scary, but they'll literally say, well, we'll watch it, or we'll come back next year and let's see, you know, if it grows or something like that. And to me, it could be at a stage 1 when the doctors want to watch it. You come back a year later, it could be advanced to a stage 2 or 3. But if she sees any different forms of her breast or feel any type of pain, she has to be aggressive. You have to be aggressive. You can't be conservative if there's something you know about your breast, especially if you're under the age of 40, because they're just not willingly doing mammograms for individuals like that. Now, another way she can do is we have like Promise Fund, we have Sojourners with Healing Hearts. They do, that's one of their missions, is to do mammograms. They pay for mammograms. So if she ever has like a really serious concern, I would say check with the local nonprofits that sponsor mammograms, and they may be able to either get her to get a mammogram, like sponsor it, or maybe they know a doctor or someone that's like engaged with young people and want to get mammograms. But overall, these doctors, it's sad that they just turn young people away. They just tell them, oh, let's watch it. Oh, it's just probably fatty tissue, or, you know, could be calcium in your breast. You know, they just make all these excuses, which I don't know. It's not like the fee is coming out of their pocket. All they have to do is write a referral and let that client go get the mammogram and bill the insurance. But I don't understand why they don't, and especially in Black women, I really think they do need to change that the age requirement. You know, it's something that I definitely would go to Tallahassee, or I'm looking to get more involved on the political side of things, because we really have to advocate for our people, because the cancer is different within our bodies than other races. So that's a good question. But if your daughter ever has any questions or concerns, have her to call me. You know, she can, and that way I can ask her some questions, or even come to the house and just see what is her concern. Because the most very important concern, if you feel something like a really hard marble, that's an area, that's a concern that needs to be addressed, because that's what I found. It was like a small marble. But she has to just like connect with someone like me and another nonprofit, so that we can kind of assess a little bit. We know what to look for and say, yeah, you need to go and get it checked out. Because sometimes it could be a cyst. You know, it could be a number of things. And that's the first thing I tell people when they feel something or find something. Don't go on a computer. Don't self-diagnose yourself, because it's a big world out there on the computer. And, you know, you would drive yourself insane, you know, just, you know, hearing other people's journey and just picturing yourself going through it. So I hope I was able to answer that question. If you have Any other questions, Tessie, relating to that? Let me know. I'm here.
Yeah, thank you, Tanisha. Her concern has a lot to do with two of her very close friends who were diagnosed in their 20s, and they both had to have their breasts removed. And so again, she's like, Ma, is it like, it's getting younger and younger? And I said, I don't know if it's getting younger and younger. I just think that, people just went years without noticing it because they were not doing the mammograms at 20. But these two young ladies both went through a lot, and they're very close friends to her. But thank you for the resources. I think for her, we will definitely try to pursue it, but I'll also make sure she connects with you if she has any other questions. So yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, and another thing is, I know those are her friends, but she has to kind of, be concerned for your friends, but don't put yourself in their shoes because everybody's body's different. Well, she may have some anxiety, which is normal to say, okay, my friend has gone through this. I could possibly go through this too. So that's where that communication, advocacy, awareness, education comes in to play so that she can be more accepting that, okay, that's my friend, that does not affect me. So yeah, if she has questions or anything, connect her to me so I can, just kind of help her accept that and not take that burden onto herself as well.
Well, to be honest, Tanisha, her friends, they're doing just what you're doing. They're like advocating and pushing for their friends to get tested and so forth. So she's in that arena, in that circle. So I think it's more being proactive, instead of reactive to the situation. So yeah, but definitely, I think it'll be good for her to get even more information about it. So yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, also another thing I want to address, some of our families, they have breast cancer, history of breast cancer within their family. And if so, and a lot of doctors don't say that, it's important to get the BRCA gene test. That's important because that will tell you, it's like a blood or saliva test, and it'll be able to tell you if that cancer is hereditary. That's really the only way and that way it could tell you if you're prone to getting cancer or any other type of cancer. A lot of doctors won't tell the survivor to get that test for their daughters or their other children, as far as even grandparents, and back in the days, the elderly generation, they didn't discuss health. Like I learned that my great aunt had breast cancer. I thought I was the only one that had breast cancer in my family. So it's just, if you know your family history, you will then know to proceed to inquire with your doctor and say, look, I had relative or aunt pass away from breast cancer. Can I take that BRCA gene test to see if those cells could be active and within my body? So I definitely wanted to share that with you all as well. But Keely has her hand up. So go ahead, Keely.
I have another question, and thank you for mentioning the genetic testing because my father is a carrier of BRCA2 and my sister has it. And so we really had to, other siblings had to really be our own advocate against our doctors so that they would go ahead and test all of us. And because with insurance, they weren't willing to do that. So we did force that issue. But my question, can you just talk about the misconceptions of melanoma and darker skin tones? And darker skin tones do need to be wearing sunscreen and so forth. So can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, melanoma is, I really don't know too much about it. I know there's a multiple melanoma and melanoma. So some people get it confused. But the melanoma, I know the color, the cancer ribbon is black. It is it's on the skin, it's very difficult to treat, it's very aggressive. And from my experience with connecting with that type of cancer is they can remove it. But if it's not advanced, the doctor's office can go in right in the office and remove it. And I guess they can test you to see if you need radiation or chemo. So that's about much that I know of melanoma cancer, but we do have to protect our skin. And we do, and it's probably more difficult because of our skin color. Whereas Caucasian Hispanic, they see an abnormal difference in their skin. And so they'll know to go get checked. But if we have already, our skin is dark and we're not really looking for it, it could be a serious, it could be a serious issue. And that's something really that need more education and advocacy for is, that melanoma. Have you been exposed to any individuals that have had it? Okay.
Were you asking me or the
Yes.
group?
Yes, you.
No. Yes, actually, I have. I had a friend that has had it, and she actually had it pretty aggressively and was going to MD Anderson on a trial. But I just wanted to hear your views as far as us protecting our skin, because I think sometimes we think that we don't need to, being darker pigmented, that we don't need to wear sunscreen and protect it. But thank you for that answer.
One question I have, did she notice the discoloration or lump in her skin?
She did. Yeah, and she's fairer, fairer than me. So yeah.
Oh yeah. See, that's what it'll be so difficult. Because I think it's more like probably like a bruise or something like a mosquito bump. I'm not sure what it looks like, but that's a very good question. And that's something that really need awareness, education on, especially for women of my color, darker or a little lighter. So thank you for that. I'll put that in my phone.
Thank you.
Okay, so you got any more questions? Probably take one more question. Keely, are you done? Can I lower your hand? You good?
I'm done. I'm gonna let somebody else ask.
Anybody else have any questions? All right. All right. So I just wanted, just real quick, not question, but I do just want to acknowledge. Thank you for this amazing presentation. Tenecia, thank you for what you do in the community. You guys do an amazing job. I see the work you do. I've worked with you, so I know the work that you do. Shout out to your amazing team, because I know that you could not do it all yourself.
No, you're right. And actually, although I'm sitting in the computer with you all, I'm in one of the dean's office. I'm at the college. They having their breast cancer event in the courtyard. So I have volunteers. They're at the table working, and I'm in the office because and it worked out. Trust me, I was stressed out.
Yes,
around.
I know.
Yeah, I was like literally at the last 15 minutes trying to get myself together. So now I take off my jacket and get back out there.
And we still have trouble trying to keep up with Tenecia and everything she has going on. We can't even get her settled down to have dinner on Saturday.
It's like every October it's too much. It's a lot. But this is a month that, people with breast cancer, but it's really not my favorite month because cancer is a 365. It's not just October. October, I think people like to wear the pink and the tooth and this and that, but people that are going through it, it's a totally different vibe. And my heart goes out to those that are going through it during this happy month.
Yeah. That's why I applaud you, and I'm giving you your flowers now, Tenecia, because I know the weight that you are carrying. Me previously in my previous career in the medical field, I worked at St. Mary's Hospital for Dr. Nariana Gowda, who is a pediatric hematologist and oncologist. Worked with this man for 10 years in the oncology field, dealing with just kids. So I know that it's hard. dealing with those families and dealing with children is one thing. So I had to actually get out of that field because it was really taking a toll on me. So
Yeah.
that's my question to you is, with you being the founder, you being the boss of this amazing nonprofit organization, what do you do to keep yourself grounded?
I go to therapy. I am in therapy. I see a psychiatrist and I see a therapist.
Amen.
Because I've always had a history of depression and dealing with, some of these stories, it can be very, very overwhelming. It's so many untold stories that, never make it to no media, like one of our clients, she had cancer, but they did not know where the cancer came from.
Mm.
They were treating her just general cancer, giving her these chemo drugs, radiation. When I tell you, it looked like she had third-degree burns all over her body. This lady suffered and suffered and suffered. Her niece called me 2 weeks ago and say the doctors they're not able to do anything else, and she's going into hospice care. So her funeral was last week. I didn't go. I had a family. I just sent the flower. They acknowledged us in the obituary and everything, but it gets to be too much. And you get connected. I'm trying to distance myself with really connecting. Now my heart melts for the children, the children that lose their parents. I'm in touch with a few of those families, and it's tough. It's tough because sometimes you do develop a relationship, but I
Right.
try to. I'm starting to try to put up those boundaries, like assist them, but they have to. I try to connect them to our other survivors and different people in our network to help them, because you can't engage in everyone's journey, because it really it can take a toll on me mentally. But through therapy, I know my boundaries. So that's what trust me, a couple of times I just been wanting to quit. I'm like, you know what, this is too much. I'm not getting the support. It's not worth it. And then something positive come up that gives me that new push. And then I have to think and say, God has you on an assignment. You can't quit. People
Yes.
need you. I'm not a doctor, but I'm that person, that resource, so that's what keeps me going.
Yeah.
Really does.
I wanted to just share something really quick. Tessie, to circle back to your question, one of the things that Tenecia does with the Pink Queen Foundation is every year we have our healthcare care summit, and we teach people how to advocate on their own behalves. So for me, I have a family history of breast cancer, and I was also tested relatively young, but I insisted on being tested. And sometimes when people, and not saying you're a daughter, but just in general, when we don't know how to advocate for ourselves, we can position something as a suggestion as opposed to, this is what I need, this is what I'm going to receive. And then also too, it is a good practice, and Tenecia teaches our clients, our survivors about this. When a doctor denies certain care, getting in writing. Make sure that they are noting the file that they are denying you of certain testing. And then lastly, I would say go to another physician. Don't be afraid to, I mean, we love options as women, right? We get options for everything else. If that healthcare professional is not giving you what you need, seek help elsewhere. And for the Pink Queen Foundation, you were asking Tenecia, how do you maintain your sanity? As we concluded last year, our 3-year strategic plan, one of the things that we are prepping for is bringing on our own navigators. And that is how you can help the Pink Queen Foundation, because we pose that question, but how do we come together to help Tenecia as the executive director? When you give, those monies, of course, will be directed to helping people, but we're also preparing ourselves for expansion because the work is greater than just one person. Right now, she's serving as CEO, executive director, and also a navigator. And so if you want to help, if you want to partner with us, That's the power of your giving. You enable us to help other people, but you also enable us to hold up Tenecia's arms so that she has longevity in this particular cause. So thank you.
Thank
Awesome.
you for that, Shakri.
And how can we become a volunteer and get involved with the Pink Queen Foundation other than donation? And I shared that link for you all in the chat. I know the QR code is up there, but you can also click on that link and save that in your favorites and donate.
Yeah, that, and also you can go directly to our website, www.thepinkqueens.com. And we do have a section, a form where you can complete a volunteer form. And what we do, we'll get back with you, set up a time to, have a mini interview, because we want to make sure our volunteers are people that are connected to this disease. We had some internship, like FAU, a couple of nurses, although we were in the hospital setting, but what we did, we had them to, we gave them like a overview of the different types of cancer and things like that. And we had them to put together a directory of the various types of oncologists and different physicians that treat cancers. So that's another way to get people engaged that's another form of volunteering.
Nice.
Like I said, we have outreach events, like we're at the college today. We have different events. You can just come out in the community and just be a part of the organization. We prefer people that have been exposed with cancer, because it seems like they're more compassionate about it. They're going to be more consistent with coming out to volunteer and just be a part of the organization. We rarely have kids call us that say they just need community service hours, rarely. So God has been sending some good volunteers our way, and we're always looking for more volunteers, because you can't really burn out your volunteers. You need to have a circulation of them. So yeah, the application is right on our website.
All right. All right. So you guys, thank you all for joining us today. So happy that we were able to get this recorded and done. You guys, for those that have joined us recently, there was a couple of you that just recently joined us. We have the link, which is the donate link in the chat. You also have the link to the Pink Queen Foundation website. You guys, let's get involved. Let's get involved. Tenecia, thank you. I know this was a long time coming. We didn't just, this is perfect time, and no, you see how God works. So it was a beautiful presentation, and thank you again. I just want to do quickly membership moments. I know we have our president on. I'm gonna let him give his final remarks and close out, but just real quick in regards to our membership moments, guys. For those that are members that are on this call today, thank you for joining us. It's important that you participate in these virtual events just as much as the in-person events. We have to support our members. Tenecia has been a dedicated and loyal member for almost 3 years now, so I want to make sure that you guys are joining us. These virtual calls, meetings, are opportunities for you to actually meet your members and live questions, as you guys see. So thank you for joining us. If you're not a member, please join us. We welcome you to join us. You can visit the website, blackchamberpbc.com. You can click on the membership tab. Join us. If you have any questions, you can always email us at info@blackchamberpbc.com. I wanted to share a couple of events, upcoming events. I just want to make sure that you guys have on your calendar. I know that our vice president had mentioned a couple of events prior. So those that did not capture that, there's events on our event calendar. I just need you to go to the events calendar for those that did not capture the events in the beginning of this call. I'm just going to mention a couple of events that are important that our members attend. The first one is our new member orientation training that's upcoming Tuesday, the 15th. Every third Tuesday, we have new member orientation training at our office location from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock p.m. This is a free event for our members and future members and existing members. You can be an existing member and come to this meeting and learn everything that you need to do to make sure that you're utilizing all the benefits of your membership. So, and if you haven't been to our beautiful location at 560 Village Boulevard, you're in for a treat. So we give you refreshments as well. And this is an opportunity for you to connect with your fellow members. So who's all a chamber member that's on this call? Yay,
I
yay,
just need to come to that new membership or orientation. I think that's really good.
You
And
should.
thank you for saying that you don't have to be a new member. You can be a, an an existing member to learn more of the resources and how we can get involved. So I'm definitely going to watch the calendar for an upcoming session and attend.
It's a refresher. Yep. And this is a free event. And if you guys could please just definitely spread the word to other members. Tessie is our neighbor as well at the East Suites where we're located at. So anytime that you see a member and they haven't participated or been a part of the new member orientation training, that is just like any event that we have, and it's just as special. We want to treat it as such, okay? So another event that we're having actually is the next day, October the 16th, and we're pretty busy for October. That's why I say I want you guys to make sure that you're checking the calendar, because the latter part of October, all of our events haven't been added. They're still being added. But join us for the West Palm Beach Community Connects. We are excited to announce the Black Chamber of Commerce is hosting the West Palm Beach Community Connects event. This is with the Florida Atlantic Education Programs. This will be held on Wednesday, October the 16th, as I mentioned before, from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Venture X in West Palm Beach. The event is co-hosted by the Florida Hispanic American Chamber of Commerce, the National Black MBA Association, and the Chamber of Commerce of the Palm Beaches. This is a perfect opportunity for you to connect with other business professionals. You'll be able to learn about the various business programs that Florida Atlantic Education Programs is offering. And you'll be able to have, this is an opportunity for you to expand your network with industry leaders. So there is no charge for this event. Enjoy complimentary refreshments, prize giveaways, and interactive activities while you network with other professionals in the heart of West Palm Beach. Venture X is located downtown West Palm off of Clematis. So we will see you there. We will see you there. That's all that I have for right now. But I'm actually turning it over to our president to give his final remarks.
Thank you, Tracy. I don't know if there's anything left to say. You covered a lot of things there. Just to add my thank you to Tenecia and your team. I'm sorry I missed a good part of the presentation, but we really do appreciate you sharing this information with us. And we'll be, now that we have this content, we'll be sharing it with other people as well. So they'll have the advantage of seeing that. So again, thank you guys all for being here. The Black Chamber is only successful because of our memberships. Our members are being successful. So again, thanks for being here, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
All right, my pleasure. Take care. See you.